What's happening? This is JT at Rubber City Motoring. Got a new product in the garage today. It is the Autel AL519 scan tool. I'm gonna open this up, show you the unboxing, and then kind of show you how it works. Just sort of see what it does. I don't have any engine lights or issues with the Impala here, but I am gonna sort of run you through the the interface, see what it looks like, kind of see how easy it is to use, just sort of on the fly here. Brand new, obviously OBD 2. I'll flip this here. Lots of decent stuff. I like this live data stream, so we'll see how that works. Updatable. Prints data via Windows-based PC. It's got some legit features. So the Autel AL519. Alright, let me hop in the car here and see how this goes. There it is, rubber case, decent button feel. Here's your port to update. Here's our, we're going to call it serial port to hook the cord. Nothing else. Fairly lightweight. This isn't a crazy expensive one. Runs about 62 bucks on Amazon. Let's see what we got in here. Manual. They always give you an update cord. I think I've got about 8 of these now. Cordage. And that's all that's in there. Now this cord is pretty clear. It's the serial for that and the OBD port down there. Let's see if I can make this so I don't have to undo it all. This is usually pretty straightforward. If you've ever owned a computer in the last 30 years, you should know how to do this. You just plug this into here, screw these in to lock it down. Sorry about that. And that's it. Let's plug it in here and see what happens. Ooh. Very pretty. Once again, not a touch screen. I just did another one maybe a month back or so, and same thing, not a touch screen. Would be nice. You're used to that nowadays with your phones and. Okay, so I have the key to on. I'm curious if everything will pull up. Obviously, live data of the car running will not, but alright, so here's our first, if you can kind of make this out. First one here is the, kind of hold it right there, OBD 2. It's checking here. They all seem to have a pretty similar interface. They scan through, there it goes, it finds. Erase. I didn't even do that, sure. Okay, so it's connected. Stored codes, no codes stored. Pending codes, no pending codes, that's good. O2 test, vehicle info. Turn key on with ignition off. Did pull the VIN, that's cool. There's a funny story with this car. When I put the new Torque-Head PCM in, I plugged in the 5 connectors, and out of all the pins in the PCM, I bent one of the pins. Like, you know, it was the one that would allow this to talk to the vehicle, but kind of crazy. All right, let's try this ready test here, this orange one. It's basically this is the one you'll run like if you're going to, you know, like an emissions check, something like that. It'll tell you if you're going to pass. It's kind of nice, I guess. All the things it can check, it says we're good. And that, I believe, they'll run with just that button there. That's like a quick button to that, like just, yeah, right there. And you got the green check light up there. I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, so far it's nothing too crazy. Let's see, DTC lookup, Diagnostic Trouble Code lookup. Oh, that's cool. So you can, let's see if I do like a P301. That's clever. They're all in there, so you don't have to pull out the old book or manual. Okay, so we got that. Not bad. Review data. Print data. Failed to connect. Yeah, because that would make sense. Just your status here. I mean, honestly, it's nothing too crazy. What I'm going to do here is let me start the car. I'm curious if the camera's going to jiggle here because it's kind of just barely teetering. But let me give it a start, and I'll try the live data, and then I'll sort of give you the overall on this thing. I mean, it's nothing like I haven't seen or we all haven't seen before. I don't see any crazy features yet that are like, ooh, wow, that's very exciting. PAL has been idling just a little bit funny recently, but it's not been horrible. It's got a... Here, let me hold... Let's try the live test here while it's idling. Let's see what it does. Okay. Let's do live data. Reading everything it can read here. View data. Complete data set, of course. Okay, I'm going to pick the camera up and we'll kind of scan through these. Map numbers, RPM. RPM is definitely lower than Spark Advance. I take air temperature, throttle position. All right, so I've been finding that the scanner market is loaded with things that are very similar in many different ways. I mean, these things now, they're like as common to me from what I've been seeing and how cheap you can get them. They're as common in a garage now as a set of open end, you know, box end wrenches. I mean, if you don't have one, this is cheap enough to get into the game. I do think it's got, I mean, it's very nice. I will say they've come down a lot. I bought one a few years back for like, I mean, it was like probably like I'd say like 6 years ago. It looked almost the same as this. It was like $250, and it didn't have color screen. So they've come a long way as far as like, I guess, what you can get for the money. Now, this one doesn't do any ABS. It doesn't do any airbag checks, and that one I bought did do that. This one is just sort of your OBD2 engine diagnostics, O2 sensors, the smog control, pollution control check. I mean, it's a very basic, we'll say, engine, maybe a minor transmission code check, but for $62, it's definitely a good one. They give you a bag, they give you all the cords, you can update it, which I don't know how much more updating these are going to take, but who knows. It does work with quite a few different things as far as like make, model, that sort of thing. OBD2 and CAN. You know, it's not bad though. I'll say it's I do think it's the size is misleading in my opinion, and I'm not an expert on these. I'm not claiming to be, you know, like a pro, but it does look like it's gonna be way more fancy than it actually is. I feel like if I took this apart, it would be a lot of emptiness inside. Like, it's not going to be filled with electronics and that sort of thing. So check out the AutoLink though, AL519. Like I said, $62. I'll put a link below. Give it a check. Give it a look though. I mean, it's definitely a decent one. I like the complete setup. I like the you know, the color screen on it. I kind of wish these would be more touchscreen, but you know, I feel like that's something that could potentially easily break in the garage or just be overly dirty all the time. But nice, easy to use buttons, easy to use interface. It'll give you some info. It's just a question of then taking that info and figuring out what it actually means. Because if you're not like a, you know, a pro at reading the codes and what to look for, you don't have shop manuals, it kind of, you know, other than turning off the check engine light, that's about all you can do. But this sort of thing does save you some money in the long run. So check it out. Thank you for watching. I know that was quick, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Check out that link and you kind of read more about the features and that sort of thing. So the AL519 from AutoLink, or Autel is the main company of it. Autel, AutoLink, AL519. So, all right, take it easy. RubberCityMotoring.com. Check it out. Subscribe below. Hit the bell for alerts. More videos coming soon on this guy. The Trailblazer up there. Got some good stuff with that. So take it easy. Thanks for watching.